a good GameCube controller forever.
That's pretty
which
sick,
is awesome,
yeah.
which is awesome. But it's relatively new technology. Tammy, of course, one of the lucky few that's able to try it out.
Yeah.
But everyone I know loves the fob controller. Feels a little bit weird, but definitely the future if you still are a believer in the GameCube controller and not a rectangle man.
Yeah. We're getting right into it of Tammy versus Dorshii. I don't have a favorite that I want to root for. I love both these guys. I love both these guys playing Melee. I love to see them out here. I'm glad that Dorshii's back and able to play again.
Me too. Yeah, I'm going to say the same thing. I don't think I have a favorite out of these guys. I like them both. I think they're both swell and both great players.
And they're both so good.
I'm going to say I think Tammy has the edge.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
So when you switch to box, my pattern that I've noticed, all the friends that I know that have switched to box, after about 6 months, give or take a month or two, they're going to be about as good as they used to be on GameCube controller. But they're going to be worse at some things and better at other things, right?
100%.
So Dorshii, I'm not sure. I don't know if Dorshii is as good as he used to be on GameCube controller yet. But of course, it's been a while. It's been at least a month since I played him. So this is still going to be exciting for me to see.
Yeah, that's definitely the impression that I get where when I'm like replaying Dorshii with his new techniques, that he does feel like he has new techniques. You know, he does feel like he's doing different things. He doesn't play the same way that he used to play. But and that's a good thing and a bad thing. You know, like it's like obviously he's not hitting quite the same things that he used to, but also he's getting different things that he never had before.
So yeah, definitely a trade-off, but yeah, he's getting there.
For sure, yeah. He's made it to be able to play Tammy on stream here, and
so Tammy has been gearing up quite a lot these past, like, I'm gonna say 6 months or so.
Absolutely.
Been on the grind really hard, been practicing a lot, been entering a lot. Recently beat Amrak at a tournament mode Tuesday in like the final bracket after the ladder. Beat Amrak like round 1 or 2 or something, which was I think very impressive.
Yeah.
Tammy's been getting a couple wins. Also beat WebWipe for I think the first time, or maybe the first time in a long time, maybe a month ago. So Tammy's been racking up some wins. I think if I were to guess, Tammy's probably going to be on the next BCPR, somewhere in the 8 to 10 range.
Yep, definitely makes sense. He's somebody that plays all the time with Amrak, who's like, you know, consistently in the top 3 of the PR in any season. And he plays, you know, with Unruly as well.
Yeah.
Those are both solid players, both always on the PR, both like have just a well of character traits that they can pull from.
Yeah, Amrak, Unruly, Polo as well.
Polo, yeah.
And then both Tammy and Dorshii. All 5 of those guys are in 306 in the same crew, so they play a lot together.
Yeah, exactly. So they're always playing the best of the best around here. So it was no wonder that Tammy would eventually rise up a little bit and you know, take a bit more placement of where he should be. I feel like Tammy's only thing is that like he's so wild. I don't even know what he's going to do sometimes, and maybe that's like why that's a strength and also like his weakness. And it's like he's a solid player, but then like he's like the most like a bucking bronco of a Falco player, right?
So he recently played against a Jigglypuff. I think this is the story. He played against a Jigglypuff and camped them so hard. He would just laser a bunch, you know, pick his openings really well. But then in the last game, in the last like 2 minutes, he just started running in and lost.
Oh no! Yeah, that's the classic.
I think that's what happened. Either that or he just did win, but I think that's what happened. But yeah, that's what happens. I'm susceptible to that too. I'll have a game plan and I'll stick to it for a little bit, and then I just get distracted.
It's tough, yeah. Especially like, and I kind of feel that too. I hold W when I'm in the lead sometimes more than I need to.
Yeah.
And that's a thing that a lot of people get caught by, is that, you know, you love to play the game, you love to be a little aggro, you love to like keep the lead and try to take more of it, but.
Yeah, you also are allowed to make more mistakes if you're in the lead, so you're allowed to take risks.
Yeah,
but you don't want to overdo it. You don't want to give up your lead.
That's the problem, is that, you know, maybe you're overshooting a little too much. You know, you got to draw them into you rather than come at them all the time.
Absolutely. There we go, dash attack into down air.
Yeah, Tammy's
looking so clean right now.
Absolutely.
I'm kind of excited to. I hope Tammy makes a run today.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that'd be sick. Dorshii just looking to show some new techniques on his control scheme here. We got a nair out of shield. Beautiful, clean box nair out of shield, you know, or a frame one. Oh, not quite the back air.
Not quite the back air.
Oh, that was not a shield grab. But it could have been.
A little bit hopeful with that grab there. Tammy.
Okay, takes ledge. Wow,
Cleans
yeah.
up the stock. That was kind of an interesting up B angle.
Yeah, I was going to say that probably a mistake.
Looked like a shorten a little bit or something.
Looked like he got the
Wait,
wrong modifier angle.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's one of the box caveats, drawbacks perhaps, is that, you know, you're definitely limiting yourself a little bit on your directions in your recovery.
Yeah. I mean, you have access to quite a few angles, but sometimes, I mean, how fast can you click 4 buttons at once?
Yeah, right? Like, you know, on GameCube, you just have to hold the direction you want to go, and on the box, you got to do a little calculus.
Yeah, exactly. On GameCube, it is, you got to be more precise, you know, if you're a little bit up or down, it's different. If you got notches, it makes it a little bit easier. But yeah, you're right. It's more buttons on a box, but it's way more consistent angles. What do you want?
Yeah, exactly. It's